Hello and welcome to Beauty School, where you can learn tips, tricks, and techniques to have you looking and feeling your best in your skin. I am Catherine Tatum, Sales Director out of Tallahassee, Florida, and we have Rebecca Strange on here running these beautiful graphics, Senior Sales Director out of Montgomery, Alabama. So today I am here and we're going to show you a fall look. So I have a daytime fall look over here, and then I'm going to do a nighttime fall look over here. So before we get started, I want you to go ahead and take a look at my face. And so you can see the difference in having eye makeup on versus having no eye makeup on, just how much more vibrant it is, how much it opens up my eyes. So there's proof in the pudding of some makeup. So let me tell you what I had on over here. All right, so this is like a daytime look. So the colors that I have on over here are Shiny Penny and Gold Status. So I'm gonna lean in so you can see. I have blue eyes, and so Shiny Penny and Gold Status are great colors for me because they really bring out the blue in my eyes. So I love fall because I can do a pumpkin eye all the time, and it works really well with my skin tone, and with my eye colors. So let me show you what those look like on the palette. So it's a little backwards here, so I'm going to try and do it. So, all right, so this is Gold Status right up here. Let me zoom it in for you. So this is Gold Status. This is Shiny Penny right here, right underneath it. And then over here, this is Mahogany, and up here is Cinnabar. All right, so those are the colors that I'm going to be using today. I'm probably going to go with Cinnabar, to be honest with you. So those three colors, the gold, sorry guys, it's super backward and awkward. Gold Status, Shiny Penny right under it. Okay, this is really terrible. So Gold Status, Shiny Penny, and Cinnabar are the ones I'm going to be using. All right. So what I have over here is I've got Gold Status up here in the upper part of the lid, and then I have Shiny Penny on the lower part of the lid in this outer half. So in the crease of my eye. So it's like more of a daytime look, but you can still see that there's color on my eye. So it's got a little something, something, but it's not super dramatic. And then over here, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to add in some of the Cinnabar so you can see. So what do I do? So the first thing I'm going to do is I use our eye color brush. So you know what it looks like. It looks like this. This is our eye color brush. This is my go-to brush. I use this honestly for almost everything. I will occasionally use our crease brush and our smudger brush. These are these two. This is the smudger brush. You can use this if you want to get in smudge underneath your eyeliner. You would use this one. And then this is the crease brush. It has a nice curve to it and a point. So you can get a nice pointed, sharp crease if you like. If you use this tip, or if you want to smooth out your crease, use the long side. All right, so there you go. So those are our brushes. I just prefer the eye color brush. It's my go-to. So that's what I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to start. I do have eye primer on my eyes already, just so you know. So that way everything goes on and stays where it's supposed to. So I'm going to start with the Gold Status, which is just the gold color, and I'm going to go ahead and put it up on the upper half of my lid. So I take it from the corner all the way up above the brow bone. The brow bone is right here. So I'm taking it all the way up and around. All right. I'm going to take a little bit onto the inner half of the lid, of the mobile lid. Mobile lid is this. So just want to get like that nice color there. Okay. Then I just wiped my brush, and then I'm going to take Shiny Penny, which is the more of like the coppery color. And so I'm going to put that on the lower half of the lid and right in the crease. So it's kind of like a Pac-Man, or the like alligator, whatever you want to call it, a sideways V, whatever you want to call it. But that's kind of where it's going. All right. And so that's to get some color over there. All right. So you can see this is really similar to what I have on this side. I'm just going to smooth it out a little bit so you can see it. So that corner, that Pac-Man all over. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of the Gold Status, and I'm going to go over it again just to blend it in. All right. So if you look at that, that is like very, very similar. It's popping more on this side because I have my eyeliner on it. So, and my mascara. So you can see the coloration a little bit more, just because the definition brings it out. So there's another color in there that's bringing it out. All right. So now I'm going to use Cinnabar, which is that darker brown color that I showed you earlier. And I'm going to put that into the crease of my lid. So the crease is right here. Put it right in there. And then I'm going to take it down just a little bit. So just a slightly smaller area than where I put that shiny penny. And what this is going to do is just, this is going to darken it. So again, using the eye color brush, just putting a little bit. If you want like a real dark, you could definitely darken this if you wanted to, and go heavier. The color that I showed you below the Cinnabar is called Mahogany. You could use that, or if you tend to play with more grays, then you could use espresso with this too. Espresso is a beautiful color that is kind of like a gray brown. So you could use that if you wanted a darker color than the Cinnabar. I like Cinnabar because I am lighter colors show up on me very vividly. So I do tend to go lighter than a lot of other people, but that's my ivory C110 skin tone. Colors show up very vividly. So if I put, if I'm using, espresso and coal and all that, I'm going to look really, really dark. All right, so now you can see I've got my Cinnabar over here. We've got the shiny penny. We've got gold status. I'm just going to take my brush one more time. I just wiped it, and I'm going to take that shiny penny and just put that right there on the center, because what I want to do is create that definition and that depth of the eye. Think of it like textures of pillows on your couch. The Cinnabar is a matte shade, and the shiny penny is a shimmer shade, and so you want to have that depth, and that depth is created by using the different finishes. So the Cinnabar is matte, and then I put we have the gold status and the shiny penny, which are the shimmer shades in here. So it gives you that definition, gives you a little bit more. I can look at it and tell I need to blend in the Cinnabar a little bit. So you can see this is not blended. So now I just have a little bit of the gold status, and I'm just going to take that over and blend it up and out around, soften it a little bit. I'm going to soften the sides over here. Also, just in case you have any overage, if you do your eye makeup after you have on your foundation already, use a powder brush like this to just take a sweep up and over any overage that might have come off. There's not a lot, but I always do it just to be safe, just to make sure nothing smudges and smears. So just take that and swipe it. And so you can tell the difference in the two eyes. Hold on, I'm going to block the light here so you can see. So you can tell, check that out. Check out that difference. So you can see the big difference here. Sometimes whenever you take and you shadow it in, you can see it a little bit more. So you can see over here, we have that Cinnabar in there. It's a much darker look. And it's pretty blended. Pretty happy with it. Wanted to just finish it out. Okay. All right, the last thing I'm going to do, because this is a more evening look, is I am going to go ahead and take the shiny penny again, and I'm using the eye smudger brush this time. All right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it down here underneath my lower lash line and just connect it to the upper colors. What that does is it just gives it that more evening, more dramatic look if you want that. So make sure you connect it. You don't want to have like that harsh differentiation, that harsh break. So make sure you connect it. I never take it more than about 3/4 to halfway in. 3/4 honestly is a little too much. So just a skidge over half. All right. So I kind of stopped it like right there. If you really wanted to, you could go back in with the gold status, like right in here. If you wanted to soften the transition, you could. All right. Now I'm going to finish with some eyeliner and mascara, and that's your fun fall look. All right, so I'm using our waterproof liquid eyeliner. It is my favorite since it has come out. I literally have used nothing else for eyeliner. You do small strokes on eyeliner. If you are not used to doing it, you want to just do small strokes all the way across. It doesn't matter where you start, where you finish. Do you, whatever makes you comfortable. I'm going to be quiet for this part because it's got to be nice and tight. And then always finish out and take it down to the end of those upper lashes. So there's the eyeliner. If you want a full like evening look, you can definitely take your eyeliner around. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Today I don't for time purposes. I don't want to do that. And let's be honest, it's still morning. Now I'm just gonna finish up my mascara. This is Lash Primer, which we talked about a couple of weeks ago. I'm just putting a nice little coat on. It makes your lashes come alive. It makes them ready for your mascara. You need several coats of mascara for your lashes to come alive. Today, I am using our Ultimate Mascara. It looks like this. I use a couple of different mascaras. Depends. This is today's. Is going to be Ultimate in Lash Intensity. Put a couple of swipes on, start at the bottom, swipe up. Never pump your mascara. Always roll it around in the tube on the sides. When you pump it, it shoves air in and it dries it out. Make sure you separate your lashes. You can see I will do it on the top and the bottom. So this is the bottom, and then I will go on top and do it as well. If you need to curl your lashes prior to applying your mascara, so that way they stand up. Get your bottoms. Make sure you get the inner corners. Over here, all those little guys, all the outer guys. Last step, we're coming alive. See, this is one coat of mascara. So we've got the Lash Primer and the Ultimate. And then now I'm going to put Lash Intensity, but you can see a difference currently between these two eyes on the mascara. Next one I'm going to use is our Lash Intensity, which looks like this. It is a fabulous brush. Love it. I'm going to start at the volume zone and start at the bottom and go up. Make sure you separate them. Sometimes they stick together as you put it on. Then I'm going to roll to the volume side. I'm sorry, not the volume side, the lengthening and the separating side. And then, totally just hit myself with the mascara. It happens to all of us. Quick tip, I'm actually glad that happened. The reason is because you need to know how to fix it. So if you hit yourself with mascara, whenever you're doing it, let it dry and then wipe it with a Q-tip, a dry Q-tip. So let it dry and wipe it with a dry Q-tip, and it will take it off without taking off your makeup. Don't push super hard, just touch it on the surface. If you put liquid on it, it's going to take your makeup off underneath, but if you just wipe it with the dry Q-tip, it'll take the mascara off without taking off what's on underneath. If you need to go back in and just gently pat it to smooth it in, that's how you do it. All right, so here you go. So here is your fall eye. So you have your daytime eye over here, and then over here you have your nighttime eye. You can look at how much different. You can see that with the smoke underneath, it really makes that more dramatic. I almost made up a word. So it makes that more dramatic. And then the Cinnabar is darker. So there you go. There is a fun fall eye for you, particularly those of you who have beautiful blue eyes. Check it out. And so we can make some recommendations for different eye colors. If you have gorgeous green, if you have beautiful brown, if you've got some fun hazel eyes and you can wear a lot of different colors, we'll make some recommendations. So here you go. Try it at home. Make sure you talk to your beauty consultant so she can get you set up with the colors that you need for you and the brushes, because remember, the keys to makeup is practice, brushes, and blending. So join us back next week, as always, at Beauty School, where you learn tips, tricks, and techniques to have you looking and feeling your best in your skin. Thanks, ladies. Bye.